Hello everyone, hope you are doing good. So in this video I'll be showing you how to draw from imagination. This sketch is basically of a skull and a beautiful lady out here. It has a deeper meaning to it. The meaning I would be telling you after the whole tutorial is complete, like the final tutorial including the shading part. So yeah, let's begin. So basically when you are drawing from imagination, what you need to be clear about is like the image should be clear in your mind, what you want to draw and how you're going to implement it. So before implementing the part, you should be clear about what you are going to draw. So for this, like for example, I am going to draw a skull and a lady and a rose in between. I am drawing a timeline. So what I am doing is I am basically creating an image in my mind, and then I am trying to draw it on the paper. So what I am doing is first I will be drawing the outline of the whole image that is created in my mind, so that afterwards the shading would be easier, the measurements would be easier to draw. So yeah, now I'm trying to draw the outline of the face. As you can see, we'll be drawing the boundary of the face, what we want to draw. I am drawing the hands right now because the lady is putting her hands on her cheeks, and then I will be drawing a rose in between the lady just so as to blend the lady and the skull and give it a deeper meaning. Yeah, so what I am doing is I am drawing the outline of the skull right now, what I want it to be like and what it should look in the final drawing that I have created in my mind. Okay. So right now I'm drawing the outline of the rose in between the lady and the skull. You can take, see, the thing about drawing from imagination is you can create an image in your mind, but you might not be able to properly impose it on the drawing sheet. So for this you can take inspiration in the way you can see images of roses. Like if you want to draw a beautiful rose, you can search for the image of rose on Google, and you can try to draw from the image by looking at the image. So basically drawing from mind, it's not like copying. You are not copying anything. Many artists, they look at the things around them and they draw from their perspective. Famous artists like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, they have the they have drawn from looking at the things, like observing things around them. So you are basically observing things. So right now I'm drawing hands. So the key to drawing hands is like, for example, if you see yourself in the mirror putting your hands on your cheeks, and you want to draw the hands like the way your hands are, the way your hands look in the mirror. Okay, so to imitate that, so that you get a finished drawing. So for the hands, you can look at your own hands, or you can search for the how hand drawings on the internet, and you can see from that. And for the face part, see, the face is proportionate, as I've told in my previous drawings also. Basically, if you search for like Andrew Loomis method, the face is proportionate in the sense that the eyes are around at the one third of the face from the forehead. If you see the picture, the full forehead, the eyes would be at the one third position of the face. Okay, and the nose would comprise another one third, and the chin would comprise the other one third. Okay, so from forehead to the eyes, one third. From eyes means eyebrows. Okay, from forehead to the eyebrows, one third. From eyebrows to the tip of the nose, one third. From the tip of the nose to the chin is one third. Okay, so what I have done is I have basically drawn the outline of the eyes, and I have done the now I'm doing the outline, the eyeballs. I'll be drawing the eyeballs. The first time, the thing is, I have picturized her as she's closed, with her eyes closed. Okay, so what I'm drawing is I'm drawing the her eyes closed. So what I'm drawing is I'm drawing the eyelashes and the covering of the eyes. So she's like close your eyes and she's holding the hands over her chin. Okay, so I'm drawing the nose, and then I'm trying to draw a clock on the over the nose, like superimposed on the nose. This has a deeper meaning to it, this art form. Basically what the clock is constituting the time. It's symbolizing the time that uh, okay, so I'll be revealing that meaning later. So what I'm basically drawing is I'm drawing the hands of the clock. So for the hands of the clock, you can search for any antique clocks over the internet, and you can draw the hands of those antique clocks. So, and to create a good effect, you can draw the shadow of the hands too. Okay, so after the clock, I have drawn the lips. So the position of the lips is before. Generally, the position of the lips are one from the tip of the nose to the tip of the chin. It constitutes the half part. Okay, and so basically it is the in the middle of the nose and the chin area. You have to draw it in the midpoint. Okay, and then I'm drawing the other hand. So as I have told you, for the drawing of the hand, you can take reference from your own hand, how it would look in the mirror, or you can take reference from the any hand that is on the available on the internet. So I basically what I'm trying to teach you is I'm trying to teach you how to draw from your own imagination. I'm not trying to teach you copy and paste. You just imagine something on your head, and you're not try to most we basically face these problems, right? We imagine something, and when we try to draw on paper, we draw something else. We have imagined a beautiful drawing in our mind, but what we draw on paper is completely different. So basically what I'm trying to is I am trying you to understand how you can be accurate in your drawings, how you can draw accurately from your mind, and you can superimpose that on the sheet of paper. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm doing right now is I'm drawing the outlining of the rose. So I'm giving it some details. What area will I be shading next? What area I'll be shading darker, lighter, and that I'll be covering in the next part of the video, which will be comprising of the shading, how to shade the outline of the drawing. Okay, so in this we will be just outline making the outline and nothing else. And now what you can see, I'm just basically giving finishing to the fingers, to the right hand. See, for the hand, the tip is like when you put your hand over the chin, you can see the nails, fingernails. So what you're not drawing abruptly. Okay, so the fingernails should be drawn good, and the fingers will be casting a shadow over the face. So we have to create light and shadows so that our drawing looks good and realistic. That's the main aim of our drawing. Okay, so yeah, the outline is, I think it's complete right now. What I'm doing is I'm drawing the outline of the skull, like what I want my skull. Okay, now for skulls, if you might not get you might not be draw initially, you might not find it difficult to draw a good skull. So what I suggest you is I would like you to look up for the reference images of skulls, and any skull that you like good, not be maybe it not be the thing that I have drawn in my drawing. Any skull that you like good, you can take the reference from there and you can try to outline that. So the thing about skulls is the same because skull is also a face, right? So it's proportionate. From the forehead you can take the 1/3 area. It's slightly more than the 1/3. The eyes just a slight difference. Okay, if you take 1/3, then also it will be okay, but yeah, slightly more than the eyes area. Eyes goes slightly beyond the 1/3 area. Okay, then from the nose, then the 1/3 area of the teeth. Okay, the teeth that you draw. So the thing about skull is it should look 3D. Skull should not look 2D version. Like the how can you create 3D? By creating a sense of depth. And how can you create a sense of depth? Through your shading, the darker areas, the lighter areas. Those things create, the depth that we need for that drawing to look cool and good.